Welcome to this edition of Roland Sports. I'm Tyler Rowland. We're coming to you from Paul G. Blazer High School. And with me here today is Tomcat player Asher Adkins. And Asher comes off a performance tonight two performances actually, against Chapmanville Regional High School and Perry County Central, both of which are pretty darn good. Perry County Central got to the state tournament last year, and Chapmanville within the last 5 years has won 2 state titles. So two tough programs, and now we're going to talk a little bit about the trip though this weekend, as the Tomcats went to Blue Ridge, Virginia for an event at Blue Ridge High School, the Virginia Live Period Shootout. And Asher, you had quite a good performance in that, and talk about the team and just what you feel that you guys have learned from this experience.
I feel like the competition we played up there was, that really big. They were all long, and we learned a lot in our 2-3 zone. We learned how to execute better on that on the defensive side, and that when we are playing against those big, long guys, we got to box them out, get rebounds. It was fun up there. We had only 2 games, so we had a lot of time off. I got to spend time with my buddies. We fished. We caught at least like 10 fish. I got to know Race the Board better, and it was a good time with the boys. Going 5-1, competing against really good teams. So I'm happy with the way we played, and yeah, so had a good time. Good time up there with the guys.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned some of the opponents that you played. Talk about the last one you played, Stewart School, at Curtis Blair, a future teammate of Colin Porter's. And afterward we talked, and he learned that this was where Colin Porter went. So talk about that game, as that was one of many Division I prospects you went against.
Right, yeah, he's an athlete. When we didn't box him out, he'd get put-back dunks. I think the first play of the game, he had a step-back 3. And he's an athlete, Liberty's getting a good player out of him. And we just had to – it was just one of those games where we just have to play together as a team, The way we play and our pace and running down the floor, we expose a lot of teams' lack of defensive execution. And but he's a great player. But we just played really good together as a team, making hard plays. Boxing out, going after balls, diving on the floor for the balls, and that's how we ended up winning that game. They were a great team, but we were able to come out with the win.
Mm-hmm. And you've run primarily this year defensively a 2-3 zone, and I know the past few years Ashland has run mostly man. They occasionally had a 1-3-1 that would be switched to. Talk about what it's been like learning that new defensive system. And I know it's, of course, over your years growing up, I'm sure you've run it some, but to be switching to it constantly, how has that adjustment been for you?
Well, in practice for the last 3 years, it's been, hard man-to-man, driving baseline, help defense, and this summer, like I said, up there in Virginia, we were able to work on it a lot of opportunities to work on it, and we're getting better every day at it. And it's been a it takes a little bit, getting used to from going straight man into 2-3, but we're all fairly aware of it, and thankfully we're quick learners, and we're trying our hardest out there to execute, and Coach Mays and Coach Bonner are telling us our slides, and top of the key, wings got to drop, and we're learning that, and we're getting better at it every day.
Mm-hmm. And I know one way that you're looking to continue to develop as an athlete, you're going to be playing football this year. Talk about that and what that experience has been like for you.
Well, when it comes to football, the lifting with basketball and football is a lot different. CrossFit, we're getting in shape, getting fit, getting slim in shape, and football, it's just kind of trying to get big and bulky. I probably gained I think I was like 175, 178 going into football lifting, and right now I'm like 185. So I've gained a lot of muscle. I've been working hard lifting. The guys, Terrell Jordan, Khalil Vaughn, Jared Brown. They're all guys who are pushing me in the weight room and are trying to get stronger every day. And we've been practicing, and I'm learning footwork because wide receiver, it's a lot different than just running out there and getting a pass. It's a lot of footwork that I've had to learn and adjusting to passes and catching them. So, no, I'll enjoy it a lot. I'm looking forward to the season.
Yes, and speaking of catching passes, and we're going to put up the footage of you against Lexington Christian here. Talk about that play. That I know it's a summer game, and I know at the end of the day the summer games don't have any impact statistically for a program, but to get to do that in a game, you made a great catch late, took it in, and got the win against a darn good Lexington Christian team. Talk about that experience and what it was like for you.
Well, they were hitting free throws, and we were down one, and in the timeout, coach was like, we just got to get a 2. We don't need a 3. If they hit both, they'll be up 1. So just, attack the rim. And as soon as I inbounded, I'm pretty sure, and something good about being an inbounder is sometimes they don't pick you up until, you're past half court. And luckily that's what happened. Race was down the left side, and he was driving, being aggressive, and I kind of was in the back right, and he found me. I was able to just go up and get the ball. Now, as soon as I caught it, I kind of glanced at the clock, said I had 3 seconds, so I knew I was able to get the shot off. And yeah, I just had to go get the ball. Races trust me with that pass, so and I was able to finish it and get the win.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to, you mentioned the word trust. When it comes to being a good teammate and being a leader within a program, what to you is a good definition of a trustworthy teammate?
Just playing with them, giving that extra pass, driving kicks, just, trusting that shot's going in and making the right play, not having to force shots. And, if my guy helps down, he kicks it to me, he's trusting me to make that shot. And I know that, and trusting everybody to, hustle. If basketball is a team sport, all of us have to do our job to get the job done, to get the win. And, just trusting that, my teammates got my back. And especially on defense, I feel like it's big on defense, If I close out, I know my guys got my back, rebounding or whatever. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for the fan base to get to know you better, you mentioned fishing. Do you like to fish a lot?
Yeah, I like to fish. My brother's probably the biggest fisher, my older brother, but we have a house in the mountains, and it's right along the Greenbrier River, so we go fish all the time and catch a lot of fish. So, yeah, I do like fishing. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Are you much of a gamer, like on 2K? Do you like to play?
Yes and no. I like to hop on the game sometimes, whether that be MLB, NBA 2K, Fortnite even. It's fun. But I don't do it a whole lot, but my little brother does. He probably hogs the most out of all of us. So, but yeah, I enjoy it, but I don't do it a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like having a younger brother and having an older brother like that?
Yeah. Well, it's good. They push me to do my best. They want what's best for me, and they, push me to work hard and try and be the athlete that God's given me the ability to be. And I'm able to see it from both perspectives, as a little brother and as a big brother. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm really close with both of them.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, shout-outs you'd like to give?
Shout out my grandparents. I love them. Shout out Mom and Dad. Will, I know you'll be watching this. Nathan, he's right here. Shout out all of them. I love you guys, and I'm thankful for you. Oh, and shout out to our seniors that graduated last year. Wish y'all the best of luck. Colin, Selly, Cole, they're all transitioning with their college, and I'm sure that's really difficult, but they were great players here and a great leaders that I'm wanting to become. So I'm thankful for them, and shout out you all. I wish you all the best. Love you all.
All right. Well, thank you, Asher, for being on today. And we thank you for tuning in today. I'm Tyler Rowland of Rowland Sports, where you meet the athletes. We'll see you next time.